Oh, sorry guys, my video got cut off because I had to take care of business. But I'm kind of glad I didn't have that emotional beginning to the video anyway, so it kind of helps. 40 days, 6 hours, and 29 minutes is as long as I've played this installment of Madden. This series started in January of 2024. January of 2024 is when this series began. I'm here to end it. Welcome to What If, Will Callahan Career Mode series on my Solo Dolo Sports channel on YouTube. And we are here with Will Callahan in a Cardinal uniform. He's been in 4 other football clubs' uniforms. Giants, the Raiders, Panthers, the Cowboys. Now he's ending his career as a Cardinal. As you can see here, I got the idea for my last title of my video right up in there. I'm missing a U. I'm missing N. C-U in Valhalla, which should be the last title of this video. As you can see, guys, this game, you see the files. Look how long it's been. Look at crazy this is. Man, this is insane. There was, of course, I think I'm reading here, Mike Cobb's career mode. Titans are in here too. I played with the Titans in this on this game. But man, that's a lot of playing from 2019 to 2025. So it's almost like I'm closing a chapter. I'm closing a chapter, man, on not just Will Callahan, but on this game that brought me so many memories. The perfect franchise. Remember the Titans franchise? If you go back to my older videos with the screwed up audio where you can't hear anything, so I get to a point where I don't even watch those videos because the audio was so bad. You know, we had the perfect franchise. I went undefeated with the Tennessee Titans with Jesse Holman. Remember Jesse Holman as my quarterback, Mike Cobb's, the Florida kid, calls it a career. I remember that. That's a video that's on YouTube. Pretty good video, too. It was the last game for Mike Cobb's. That turned out pretty good. I saw the last game for McCray. Tyler Morgan's the only one that didn't get the last game treatment. He's the only one that didn't get that. But you guys remember, I don't want to override it. I just wanted to see it. I don't want to override it. Guess I have to get off of it. Go back to my file. If I want to see him when he first started, man. Go to offline. Yep. Go franchise. See him as a Giant. I started this series January 4th of 2024. His first game was versus the Dallas Cowboys, and who knew he would be a Cowboy? Who knew he would be a Cowboy? But this is when his career started. It's kind of crazy. You could go back and I could actually replay Will Callahan from when he started. But man, back then, 23 years old, rookie. He was ranked in the top 32 then. He hadn't even played it down yet. But yeah, that's him as a Giant. That's crazy, man. 23 years old. Now he's 37. 37 years old now. And he's wearing the number 7 again. But he's wearing it. He's wearing it as a Cardinal. Almost 2 years later. So here we are. Will Callahan. Now that, he started out as a 75, so now he's an 83, so he's still good if you look at that. But we're coming in the road almost 15 years in this dynasty, 37 years old. 15 years, NFL career, been with many teams. Didn't win a Super Bowl, unfortunately, especially with the Raiders. I thought with the Raiders he'd win one. But, still a damn good career. League MVP, you know, 19th ranked quarterback in the league. He did his thing. Unfortunately, I had a coach that I just loathe. Matt Patricia's my head coach, man. And you kind of knew we were screwed when I knew I was kind of screwed when Matt Patricia's my coach. 115 wins, 136 losses, ties, 5 winning seasons, 10 playoff wins. He did win a Super Bowl. He did actually win a Super Bowl in this series. Other than that, not really good, not really great. Go back to Will Callahan, active. Everybody, I think mostly these guys have passed him on the passing touchdown mark. They lead him in touchdown passes. Lamar Jackson is struggling at Dallas right now. Lamar Jackson, man. Went to the Cowboys. I was a Cowboy last year. He's the Cowboy quarterback now. Ranked a little bit higher than me. But the Cowboys are really bad. They're not going to playoffs, even with Lamar Jackson. Patrick Mahomes, 17 years, man. Hang it up. He won a Super Bowl last year. Still doing his thing. Still a top player in the league. Joey Cohen has become one of the top players in the league. Number 2 ranked quarterback still. How old is he? He's 35, and he's still doing it. And then you got Will Callahan, who's kind of on the downside of everything. But actively, he's still, because of legacy, he's still up there. So that's one good thing. He's still up there as far as that. Look at NFL records. Passing yards. He is now 3rd. Nobody will catch him. Patrick Mahomes will retire way before he can reach, Callahan. He will retire before that. And Lamar Jackson's way down there. So I think Will Callahan's third all-time career passing yard benchmark is safe. I think that's safe. Passing touchdowns. They started his career really great, and it just slid in the last 3 years, and other people have caught him and went past him. Right now he's at 505. Lamar Jackson's at 507. Cohen is at 516. And Patrick Mahomes is at 551. I think he's gunning to have the most touchdown passes, but I don't think he'll get there. I think he's way too long in the tooth. In fact, I look for him to retire, man, to be honest with you. I think he should retire. Ezekiel Elliott leads is the all-time leader in rushing yards, and that makes sense. It was Madden 20. They love Zeke. They loved him. Todd Gurley's on the list. Walker Payton, Sanders, Gore, Hunt, Mixon, McCaffrey. A lot of names. See, yep. He even beat, which I don't think is possible. Yep. I get them both. Emmitt Smith's. Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith's touchdown record, 164. I don't think that's ever going to get beaten. But they have him. They have Ezekiel Elliott beating it. It never really happened. Ezekiel Elliott had a hot streak in the NFL for a little bit. He petered out. Just like Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley looked like a Hall of Fame running back, and now you don't even mention him. Jerry Rice still the top in the receiving yards. Larry Fitzgerald's up on that list. Terrell Owens. Look at Hopkins. Moss. Isaac Bruce. Julio Jones. Tony Gonzalez. Tim Brown. Steve Smith. So all the all-time greats. I didn't expect Hopkins to be up there. Did not expect that. See touchdowns, of course, Rice going to have that all day long. Moss, Owens, Carter, Harrison, Gates, Michael Thomas, who still played in this series for a while, Gonzalez, and some guy named Adams. Is that Devontae Adams? I think he did go to the Bengals. Touchdowns got that. Catches, Jerry Rice is still number one, 1,549. No one, I think, is touching these records, man. These are all-time greats. Sacks. Garrett, yeah, that would be the guy. Bruce Smith is second. Reggie White, Von Miller, Kevin Green, Aaron Donald, Jaleel Peppers, Patrick Poole, I forget his name, Chris Dolman. Is that Chris Dolman from the Vikings? Chris Dolman. I think that's it. And J.J. Watt. All-time greats on this list, man. A Viking, I guess they're saying free safety. Tunnel, I don't know that guy. Woodson, Lane, Wiley, Woodson. All the big top names. No, there's no Deion Sanders? No Deion Sanders on this list? You'd think Deion Sanders would be on this list. He's not. He's not. I'm just looking at the all-time greats, man. The all-time greats. Career rise. But, yeah. Look at the weekly rewards. Patrick Mahomes still doing his thing, man. It just won't stop. He won't stop. He just keeps doing it. Tony McCullers of the Deadskins look like he'll win the MVP. McBride comes in second. Almost beat the Vikings, by the way. Didn't do it. Boy, Dallas Campbell. No Cardinals. Coach of the Year. Definitely no Cardinals. Matt Patricia does not deserve to be on this list at all. He's terrible. McCullers. Like he'll get Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to R. Timothy Wilcox. Who I think is a pretty young player. I think he'll definitely get development. I won't get to see it. Le'Veon Finney makes the list. Offensive Rookie, Cliff Riley of the Falcons. Wait a minute. We got a Cardinal there. Where I hardly saw. Offensive Rookie? Salem Brackett, I hardly saw. But he made the list. He makes the list defensively. Desmond Steele gets on there. Defensive Rookie. Best quarterback for the Deadskins. Tony McCullers again. Of course, we're used to this. No Will Callahan. Running back. Sean Rooks of the Giants, who's a superstar. Basically, Saquon Barkley 2.0. Rashawn Herman comes in second. Richie Westerman of the 49ers comes in third. And Luther Bayer, our running back, comes in 10th. He did get injured. I think if he didn't get injured, I think he would have had a really good season. He would have been more up there. Von Hendricks of the Deadskins makes it number one. Luther Younger of the Bears. But my boy, Bo Khalil, this guy is legit, man. He made some big catches for me during this series. Love playing with the guy. Unlike the Cowboys series. I think with the Cowboys series, we didn't really have really great receivers. I think with the Bucks, I had a lot better receiving corps. We didn't win a lot of games, though. Offensive line, yeah, the Cardinals kind of struggled offensive line-wise, so I didn't expect to make the list. Defensive lineman, Jaquan Gary of the Bears. Le'Veon Finney comes in second, along with third, Jaleel Worrell. That's it. Best linebacker goes to Timothy Wilcox, so he's eating good. And best DB goes to Miles Roper of the Vikings. No Cardinals. Best kicker goes to Lester Kerr. So he'll get an upgrade. And if we want to just go for shits and giggles, we can look at the AFC. Their Steelers quarterback, who's been in the league for a while, Kerry Shepard. Andre O'Neal, Dallas Campbell. Patrick Mahomes comes in fifth. Sam Darnold's with the Raiders. He is. Sam Darnold took my job. Defensive Player of the Year, Javon Atkins with the Colts. James Whitley comes in third. Offensive Rookie, Robbie Harrison. Defensive Rookie, Clinton Sharp. Best quarterback, Robbie Harrison of the Jets. Okay. Well, he deserves that because the Jets are 11-4. So if you can get the Jets at 11-4, you deserve that, bro. You deserve all that. Yeah, you can get the Jets to win. You deserve it. Marquise Peters, the best running back for the AFC. The Broncos. Perry Payton comes in second. That's the only thing I personally recognize. Best receiver, Clinton Spencer of the Ravens. Jadion Derby. I guess he's a new wide receiver out there in Oakland because you're still the Oakland Raiders in this series. Never got to play with him. Would have been interesting. That's lineman, Marlon O'Neal, Chris Holman, Dennis Shepard. I see no Raiders. Offensive lineman. That's usually you see a offensive lineman here for the Raiders a lot. Starting to dwindle. James Wheatley does get best defensive lineman over in the AFC. Raiders went 5-9-1. They didn't have a good season, but James Wheatley has overall he's doing great, man. I wish you could click on him and get his stuff, because that's really cool that he's a 9-9 overall. That is really cool. As I turn off my heater, yeah, that heat will push you out of here. James Wheatley, legacy scores up really good. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. I got to have him on my defensive side of the ball, so I was really enjoying him. But he's upgraded a lot since then. There's linebacker Javon Atkins of the Colts. I see no Patrick Poole on here. So there's Patrick Poole regressing. Best DB, Raymond Benson of the Jets. And best kicker goes to John Thomason. I don't think I recognize any kickers here. Yep. It's getting to the point now in the series where it's like, man, I don't recognize any of these people. I do not recognize anybody. Will Callahan, of course. We're going to go all NFL and look at the list. Got to tell who's going to win everything based on the list. So, McCullers is the top passer in the league. 42 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. That's damn good. 30 touchdowns, 9 interceptions for Dan McBride. Callahan had the third most yards. As of right now, 21 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. He's not throwing the top touchdowns like he used to. Trey Russell of the Lions has kind of regressed too as far as throwing the touchdowns. Sean Morris doing his thing for the Eagles. Kerry Shepard of the Steelers. Cohen doing his thing for the Saints. Zachary Sullivan. 30 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Yeah, I'm not used to seeing that Ravens without Lamar Jackson. That's weird. Gene Harris, 29 touchdowns, 7 picks. Bill Meyer, Andrew O'Neal, Mark Pagel, 33 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Good God. Daniel Lehman, 29 touchdowns, 1 interception. Are you kidding me? Only one? Jeez. 1 interception in the NFL. Can't believe that. Patrick Mahomes, 32 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. You're starting to come down, boss. You're starting to come down a little bit, boss. Sam Darnold, 25 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, so he's doing a little bit better than me. Well, in the interception department, I guess he's doing better than me. Oh, well. Daniel Robertson of the Bears, 30 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. My boy Dallas Campbell, just played him. Really good game. Can't believe I won it. I don't know how I won it because Matt Patricia did something dumb in the game that should have cost me the game, but it didn't. Number 3 ranked quarterback, man. Going to go to the playoffs. Really like this kid, man. Really like him for the Tennessee Titans. Steve Carr of the Bengals, 27 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Andrew Overton, 28 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Lamar Jackson, 31 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Eli Seymour, 24 touchdowns, 9 interceptions for the Falcons. If only the Falcons had a guy like that in real life. You got to do with Penix, but Penix gets hurt a lot. Well, he doesn't get hurt a lot. I mean, it ain't the fact of injury. I think it's the fact of inconsistency. He's just learning the league, man. He's just getting in the league. So, hey, Robbie Harrison is a rookie quarterback doing what he's doing for the Jets. That's amazing. Oliver Morris, of course, I met him. I'm too familiar with Oliver Morris, man. Alex Meyer replaces both me and Browning over with the Giants. 30 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Barry McAdams, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Jeffrey Paul, he was a longtime Cowboy. Now Jaguar, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. The Rams quarterback, 22 of 11. Logan Lucas of the Broncos. That's about it for the passing. Rushing the ball, Marquise Peters of the Broncos, man. Superstar. Doing this thing for the Bronx. Giants running back Sean Brooks. Saquon Barkley 2.0. Probably one of the best backs in the league. Is Marquise Peters number 1? He's number 4. It's number 1. Is it Perry Payton? He's number 1, yeah. And he won the Super Bowl, so a couple seasons ago. Steve Barr of the Rams, superstar, 25 years old. Deacon Campbell of the Chiefs. Those are really average per rush numbers, though. It's not great. Scott Starr, not great. That's not great either. Emmanuel Clark, Kent Chapman, Marcus Galloway, a good player, and very young, 24 years old. Christian Grisham, 4 yards to carry, 11 touchdowns, almost 1,000 yards. Star development, 29. He's about to end. Sean Herman, I can't believe Sean Herman's down to 3.8 yards to carry now. Still good. Still a star, but starting to fade for Michigan State. Go green, go white. Can't say that too much nowadays. I can say it in video game form now. It's getting bad, man. I'm thinking about, Jonathan Smith, man. I was just like, man. The thing that kind of helps Jonathan Smith this year is the fact that a lot of coaches have gotten fired this year that nobody expected to get fired. So he may make it out of this year. But the team is going to be terrible with him there. Oh, Luther Bayer, like I said, yards per carry could have been better. He didn't get injured. I think he would have done a lot better. But he's a really good back. I really like this offense we got here in Arizona. We just have the wrong coach. And I think that's the reason why we're not going to playoffs. Bo Khalil, man, he actually leads their league in receiving yardage. So he's going to get a boost. 29 years old, though. So regression will hit. But that season that he put up for me was really nice. I didn't know he had that many catches. I did not know that. 7 touchdowns. Thought he had more touchdowns than that, though. Doug Abbott is the leading tight end. He was a safety blanket for Will Callahan. So I tried to be run specific, but even with being run specific, a lot of things had to come down to Callahan, man. Callahan had to do a lot to keep the offense going because the running game wasn't really there. So it had to come down to Will Callahan to do a lot of things, basically. Really did. Ryan Richmond of the Dolphins, Luther Younger. He's a star player, superstar for the Bears. 10th ranked in the league. Cliff Spencer, 10 touchdowns for him for the Baltimore Ravens. Normal Dev. That's a surprise. Normal Dev player making big plays like that. Palmer, Mays, Devin Hendricks, Marcus Norton. We didn't have him. I didn't have him last year. Demarius Norton. They must have just signed him for free agency. 30 years old. Damn good season. Wish we had him. I shot him last year when Callahan was a Cowboy for a year. Riley McPherson. No touchdown passes for the GOAT. Number 2 ranked receiver. He had no touchdown catches? None? Are you serious? Star development, 25-year-old Henry Williams. Justin Dotson. The longer I go in this series, the more I don't recognize none of these names. I just don't recognize them. And I guess that's appropriate. I guess that's appropriate, man. Who had that stood out this year in sacks and interceptions? I'm just looking through this, guys. Just going through it, looking at things. I won't be in this series too long. The series is about done. 3 interceptions from Malik Darden. 5 interceptions for Sean Strong, the middle linebacker. I do remember playing with him. Number 11 ranked linebacker. Looking for big numbers. 12 and a half sacks for Javon Atkins of the Colts. Superstar, 24 years old. Number 3 ranked left linebacker in the league. Just looking at numbers. Big numbers. I want to see the big defensive numbers. Who's getting the most interceptions? Who's getting a lot of sacks? Isaac Baxter, star development, 29 years old for the Falcons. Pretty good year. Let's see. 12 and a half sacks for Henry Simmons of the Deadskins. Superstar, 26 years old. Number 3 ranked outside linebacker. 10 and a half sacks for Timothy Wilcox. 2 interceptions, too. Definitely going to make the Pro Bowl. Star development, 27 years old. Yeah, did his thing on defense for our Cardinals. And Le'Veon Finney will make the Pro Bowl. Superstar, 26 years old, still young. Number 1 ranked defensive tackle. Man, that's cool. That is cool. 5 interceptions for Tim Downing, cornerback for the Saints. Number 5th ranked cornerback. 9 sacks for Jaleel Worrell. So we got some stars here we got some people showing up and showing out with the Cardinals, man. He was number 22 ranked, but man, he had normal dev and he's 29 years old, but he had 9 sacks, man. Had a really good season, 9 sacks. 7.5 sacks for Melvin Briggs. I remember Melvin Briggs from last year. Alabama player, number 7th ranked right outside linebacker, 90 overall star development. Really did good this year, just like he did last year. And 7.5 sacks for Mac Gates. Superstar, 26 years old. 4 ranked outside left linebacker. 6.5 for Andrew Jordan, right outside linebacker for the Bears. Captain, 99 overall. Number 1 ranked outside linebacker. You think he'd put up bigger numbers than that, though. If you're number 1. 9.5 for Rayshawn Wild, defensive tackle. Superstar X Factor, number 5 defensive tackle in the league. Elijah Ingram, 8.5. Superstar, 31. 7th ranked right in. 13.5 sacks for James Wheatley, who is a Hall of Famer. He grew into that. He did not start off as Superstar X Factor. He's Superstar X Factor now. Number 1 ranked left end in the league. He's doing his thing. Good to see that. Familiar face, man, doing something. 7.5 sacks for Michael Troutman of Michigan. Playing with the Deadskins, 30 years old. Number 2 ranked outside left linebacker. He will regress. 11 sacks for Brian Rogan. 23 years old. Starting him young, and he's already killing it. He's already killing the game. 10 sacks for Keelan McManus. 28 Superstar X Factor. Number 3 defensive tackle in the league. J.C. Shelton, I heard that name before. Yeah, he got drafted. Star. He's already doing it. He's already up there. 14 sacks for Jaquan Gary of the Bears. Only star development, too. He should get a boost. The power moves need to come up, but still, we look at those ratings, pretty good. You think with just star development, he wouldn't have done that, though. But I'm seeing guys with normal development put up good numbers. So, hey, I think that's sometimes good. That the guys that aren't that lowly rated sometimes can surprise you and have a really good season. I think that's a good thing for games to have. You want to have variance. You don't want to have certainties. You need variance. Adonis Quarles, of the Browns, 27 years old, number 5th ranked left outside linebacker. He has superstar development at 12 and a half sacks. And who leads the league in tackles? So that's mostly what they count on. They look at tackles. But that's the one thing you want in sports games. You want variance. You don't want certainties. You don't want a superstar X factor to always get like 20 sacks a year, or a superstar X factor corner having like I don't know, having like 9 interceptions every year. That's not, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Colson led the league in tackles. Middle linebacker star, just getting started with his career. So that's pretty cool right there. Who punted more than anybody? That's what I like to see. Who punted more than anybody? It was the Chargers. They punted more than anybody. And who punted the least? The Eagles, who are good. Where are the Cardinals at? We're right there. We punted. We didn't punt. I think our offense was pretty decent. We didn't win games. We didn't win many games, though. We did not win many games. We did not. And I'll get into all that in a minute. Top offense was the Deadskins. Cardinals, right in the middle. Not good, not great. Seems like our season, yep. Defense, top defense was the Colts. Our defense really did good this year. I can't really say anything bad about the defense. Would I like to have more interceptions? Yes. But we had 40 sacks. We held teams down pretty well. I mean, I think we did pretty good. I think our offense kind of failed this team more than anything. Conversions, Deadskins are first in conversions. The Cardinals, we're in the top 10 in conversions. So that's pretty good. I didn't expect that. Red zone efficiency, the Falcons dominate that, surprisingly. Cardinals are in the top. We're in the top 10 in red zone efficiency, so that's good. And I'm not even looking at penalties. Even though we could look at penalties, who's the most penalized team? We got penalties. We don't get penalties like, say, the Chiefs. What are you doing out there, Mahomes? And what are the refs doing? The refs are supposed to be on your side. You're getting called. You're getting called for 831 yards of penalties for the season. Good God! Wow. Okay, didn't expect that. The Chiefs. Packers lead in turnover differential at plus 11. I know we are at minus. Because I didn't throw that many interceptions as much as I did previous years, but I threw them. Minus 8. Only the Colts are worse. So we got that going, and I guess we'll get off this. We'll go to records. Niners are your top team, 11-3. Played them twice, lost to them twice. Jets 11-4. Saints are 11-4. So Joey Cohen's doing his thing out there. Chiefs are going to the playoffs again, so Patrick Mahomes can win another ring before he decides to hang it up. Broncos are 10-4. Deadskins are 10-5. Tony McCullers. So Danny McBride of the Vikings, the quarterback out there, they're doing his thing. Corey Shepard, the Steelers out there, they're doing their thing. Texans haven't clinched yet. Buccaneers haven't clinched. Ravens haven't clinched. Packers haven't clinched. The Titans haven't clinched. Dallas Campbell hasn't clinched yet. Browns, Bears, probably won't. Patriots are out probably. Falcons are probably out. Dolphins, Lions are out. Eagles are out. I'm surprised the Eagles had that record with that quarterback they got. You look at Lamar. Lamar went over to Dallas to try to do what I couldn't do, and he did worse. He did worse than me, so there you go. Giants aren't making it to playoffs. That's kind of sad. Raiders, the Raiders have fallen off since my boy left. We're 5-10, so we're out. So hey, that's basically why I'm here. That's what I'm here for, man. He's out. Terrible season. I mean, it started off with the loss to the Saints, who are a playoff team. The Bears, that's a loss. They're a playoff team. Niners, they're a playoff team. Lions, they did okay. We should have won that game. It was a point game, man. I can't believe we lost that game. I thought I won that game. Or was that when I was with the Cowboys I beat the Lions? It's probably when I was a Cowboy and I beat the Lions. That's probably what happened. Eagles dusted me, which I don't understand because they had a down season. We lost to the Seahawks, of course. I always lose to the freaking Seahawks. Texans lost to them. Niners, of course, lost to them. We almost had them. And I think Matt Patricia made some dumb decisions. Matt Patricia made a lot of dumb decisions this year that cost me some games. I don't know whether it's him or it's Madden. I think it's a little bit of both. Packers dusted me. They're not even going to playoffs. We lost to the Vikings. Wait a minute. We beat the Packers. What am I saying? We beat the crap out of the Packers. That was a good win, too, because that was on the road. We lost to the Vikings in heartbreaking fashion. Beat the Rams. Lost to the Jags. Lost to the Seahawks. Of course, I always lose to the Seahawks. In a close game. I remember something happening in that game where I threw a pick, and it's like, dude, that shouldn't have been a pick. It was a short route throw to my tight end that would have sealed the game for us, and it ended up being a pick, and I lost the game. And I went, man, that is some Madden shenanigans right there. I call shenanigans. And we got 2 wins in the last 2 weeks. One versus the Colts, who I think are not going to playoffs, if I remember. And then the Titans are in a playoff, fighting for their playoff lives. We beat them, though. And we're going to end everything with the Rams. So it's been a hell of a series, but it must come to an end. But as far as the season goes, I definitely blame Matt Patricia for why my season did not turn out the way I wanted it to. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. Will Callahan has done his thing. He's been the watcher on the wall for Madden 20 since 2024. And now his watch is over. It's time for him to hang it up. Time to put his career to an end. He's third all-time in passing yards. He's got over 500 touchdowns. And he left his mark on the league. The only thing he didn't do was win a Super Bowl. But he did do a lot of other things that was very impressive, including winning a league MVP. I never won a league MVP with a Madden quarterback before. I did it here. I don't even think DeMontre James, during the time I played with him, I had him. I didn't win a league MVP with him. I didn't win a league MVP with Mike Cobbs. I didn't win a league MVP with Tyler Morgan. I don't think I won one with Jamel McCray either, and you would think I would have won one with Jamel McCray. Might have, I don't remember, but all I know is this is my first official time winning a league MVP with a quarterback in Madden. And this will be this is definitely the first time I will have a player that automatically will go into Canton with Mike Cobbs. Will Callahan. So it's been a long series, but the watch is over, and it's time for him to retire this series and retire Madden 20. And it's been a hell of a ride, guys, and I appreciate anyone who's been with me. The Cowboy video, to retire or not retire, performed beautifully. I got so many views, so many subscribers off that, and I absolutely loved it, guys, because as I keep saying over and over again, I do not make a lot of videos. I am not on here a lot. So to get that form of love is amazing, and I can't thank you guys enough. But this series is not done just yet. I will have to play against the Rams. That will be a game I will be recording pretty soon. I just wanted to do a recap video of the season, recap of this series, look at all the numbers, crunch the numbers, look at different players from the whole series, and just have a good recap before we get into this last game of his career versus the Rams. And it's the end of what if, what if. And I think what if asked the question, what if Will Callahan was in the league? He'd tear it up. He'd tear the league up. And that's what he did. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. See you later.